So guess what? Sigma's dropping some new lenses, and one of them happens to be for APS-C. We're going to take a look at it in this video. Stay tuned. If you don't know me already, I go by That One Camera Guy. I do tutorials, guides, and reviews on Sony mirrorless equipment and gear. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell notification so you don't miss out on the latest content. And smash that like button because it always helps out my channel. Thanks, guys. Hey, guys, I'm going to let you know I am very, very, very excited about this particular video and just in general about these leaked images. This is the first time I've been excited in a long time because we've just had a lot of mirrorless camera videos. Now, I just had a podcast just last night with Photo Mike, David Osler, and Lee Zavitz, aka Z Pro Media, talking about some mirrorless cameras. Make sure you click somewhere up here to check out that podcast if you haven't caught a Monday live show before. So the one lens out of all of these that I'm very excited about right now is there's two, but the big one is the 56 1.4 you see behind me in the screen there. If you've already picked up one of these, the Sigma 30 1.4 or the Sigma 16 1.4, these are really exceptional lenses. They're not overly heavy, but they're still compact and they pack a lot of punch at really fast apertures, especially at 1.4. And Sigma is looking to round off their prime lens series. So if you're hoping to complete your prime lens, your fast prime lens series set, it looks as if Sigma's going to announce this very, very soon. I think probably during Photokina, and hopefully you can grab it within a month or so from the announcement. So I'm very excited about that. Currently, right now, in terms of 50mm lenses, Sony does have their own. It's a 50mm F1.8 OSS lens. It's at F1.8. I thought, personally, for me, the performance was okay. I thought it was a good lens, and it had optical steady shot built in, so if your Sony camera did not have stabilization, it was a good choice for you, especially if you're an APS-C shooter. Only the 6500 has stabilization built in for image stabilization. So let's go ahead and take a look at this lens here. It has the same styling as their current gen that's coming out, so I'm guessing it's also part of the contemporary line because that letter C is being denoted there. 55mm filter thread. Let's see here. It's not the same filter thread size that their other lenses have. So the Sigma 30 is rocking 52, and then the Sigma 16 is rocking a 67mm filter thread, so it's not the same size there. Now, again, very excited about this. We want fast prime lenses for APS-C, and this is very, very good news, and hopefully we see more of this coming up. But the second big announcement that I think, these aren't announcements, they're leaks, but they're going to be announced soon, is this guy right here. This is this one. No, is that the one? Yes. It is the Sigma 70-200 f2.8. This is an image of a non-E-mount version. However, these lenses that are coming out from Sigma typically will get an E-mount release. So this is not 100%, but it's very, very likely that we're going to see an E-mount version released for this as well. I don't know if it's going to be released alongside with the Nikon and Canon mount versions, but the reason why this is great is because the general consumer base that use Sony cameras, they've been itching for a more affordable f2.8 lens. Currently, right now, this is your only choice. It's the 70-200 f2.8 G Master lens, and quite frankly, it is an expensive monster at $2,600 US, as you can see here. Not a very, very cheap lens at all. So I'm expecting this lens to potentially come in almost half the price of the 70-200 G Master, maybe around $1,600, so it might be a little over, but I'm hoping they target at an affordable or reasonable price range that's going to pique the interest of a lot of users. Now, my personal opinion about the Sigma lenses in general, the way they're performing right now, they're not performing at 100% of a native lens. I think at this point they're still around 80 to 90% performance capabilities. I don't find them to have that same kind of speed that you might get from a native lens. And that's me having used the Sigma 135 and using some of the other Sigma E-mount lenses that are out there. They're good, but they still have a little bit of that lag, I feel. But the fact that we are potentially going to see a native 70-200 is a good sign that these third-party options are coming around the table. And during our live show yesterday, we talked about the potential. I think David Oser or they brought up the potential of maybe Tamron making like an 80-200 or a lighter version of a telephoto zoom lens, a f2.8 lens. So for those of you that have been itching for this, this is a great sign. It means there's some interest in here. Again, I am making a big blanket assumption that there is going to be an E-mount version, which would make the most sense. But just know that it's not going to be 100% performance to Sony, but it's going to be good enough, I think, for the most part, for this large consumer base that are moving into Sony that want a native lens that performs decently for a reasonable price. All right, a couple of other lenses. The 28mm F1.4. This one in particular doesn't scream to me out the window. Maybe it does to you. Let me know in the comments below which one here does pique your interest. Another one is the 40mm F1.4. Again, not the lens that jumps out to me, but wow, that is a massive filter thread, 82 millimeters. Sigma is not holding back on these. They are definitely not. And for those of you that are looking for a really long telephoto reach lens, Sigma tends to like bringing these out. We got a 60mm to 600mm at 4.5 to 6.3. And again, they rounded off with this one here. This is very exciting. I think these announcements will be happening soon, probably by Photokina timeframe. Let me know in the comments down below which one is your favorite lens. For me personally, it's going to be the APS-C 56 F1.4. I personally don't know if you were itching for one, but I am excited that we're getting a new APS-C lens, especially a fast prime. That's going to do it for me in this video. Let me know your thoughts, comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out my other content. Catch you guys later. Peace.
I left my heart in California. I let it go deep into the blue. I could be happy in California. I would be fine with just me and you. Now don't go changing